Hello and good evening from Foundation Field for game number 39 of the GLSCL Summer Ball season as the Hamilton Joes will play host to the Ohio Bison. Joes entered today's game with a 25-13 record. They clinched playoff berth last night with a 10-3 victory over the Xenia Scouts, but they're looking for the number one seed in the South as they're currently a game up on the Richmond Jazz. Sam Newcomb here alongside Luke Westpoli. Luke, yesterday the Joes were able to take care of business and then finally clinch the playoff spot.
Yeah, it was a great game yesterday. The Joes were able to dominate on the road. They gave up a couple runs late in that one, actually had a chance for a run rule, but weren't quite able to get it. Still an exciting one from the Joes. We saw the catch of the year from Dalton Miller. We saw an inside the park home run from Garrett Staten, and most importantly of all, we saw the Joes clinch a playoff spot, and they will be involved in the postseason next week.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Ohio Bison. They come into today's game 17-22, 7-11 on the road. They are winners of their last two games. Batting first and playing center field, Tyler Horvat. Batting second at first base, Kenyon McWilliams. Batting third in left field, Ryan Callahan. Batting fourth, and at third base, Gavin Thompson. Batting fifth and catching, Mitchell Smith. Batting sixth and at second base, Adam Fallon. Batting seventh and DHing, Blake Reed. Batting eighth and in right field, Galen Rutledge. And batting ninth and at shortstop, Nate Rush. On the mound for the Joes is Bryce Smith. Bryce making his sixth start of the season, 12th appearance. He has a 4.38 ERA, 7-1 record. He's been flawless, though, against the Bison this season. It's his fourth start against the Bison as his first pitch is a fastball in there on the outside corner for a strike. Scott Wickoff calling balls and strikes in today's game, and Bradley Fisher is out on the base paths. Second pitch on its way is just off the plate outside for a ball. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, Bryce was really good in his last appearance against the Bison. It was actually his last appearance overall. He pitched a complete game shutout in the 7-inning game one of the doubleheader that the Joes would sweep on the road, and he's retaken the mound against Ohio tonight.
The 1-1 pitch is outside, so the count's 2-1. Smith back to work, kicks and fires, and this one's chopped foul down the right side, so the count's 2-2. Bryce Smith has pitched a total of 19 innings against the Bison this year. In those 19 innings, he's only given up one earned run, 8 hits, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. The 2-2 from Smith on its way upstairs and fouled off and into the parking lot on the left side. So Horvat will stay alive. Horvat just 1 for 15 against Joe's pitching this season. Comes into today's game batting .243 with 8 RBIs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the first. Wind and fire from Smith. This one is popped up left side. Banjoff is not going to get to it. It was out of play, and it bounced off the light pole and back into the field. So the count will remain 2-2. Smith, it was that complete game last week against the Bison. It was only a 7-inning game because of the doubleheader. The 2-2 on its way, low and in, and the count runs full. Bison beat the Steam on Monday 9-8, and it was off a walk-off home run from Galen Rutledge, who's batting 8th in the lineup tonight. The payoff pitch from Smith is chopped up the middle. Shortstop Ethan Lyman fields and fires over to first in time for out number 1.
That was a tough play from Lyman as that one was directly at second base. He had to run quite a ways to get to the ball, but he was able to deliver a seed over to first and get the runner in just the nick of time.
Take a look at the defense for the Joes. Leighton Banjoff is in left field. Castleman is in center. Harry Jackson in right field. And then in the infield, starting at third base, Luke Arnold. Ethan Lyman is at short. Alex Thornberry at second as the first pitch to Kenyon McWilliams is outside. Matt Dietering's at first. Evan Ulrich behind the dish. And, of course, Bryce Smith on the mound for the Joes tonight. The 1-0 pitch from Smith is skipped into the turf for ball 2. Smith has pitched a total of 41 innings this year. He's only given up 20 earned runs, 37 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 12 walks. Usually a pitch-to-contact pitcher. The 2-0. That one's across the heart of the plate for strike 1. Kenyon McWilliams batting .280 on the season, has 2 dingers as well as 20 RBIs. Lefty-on-lefty matchup. The 2-1 is a sharply hit ground ball to Ethan Lyman, and Ethan Lyman fields and fires again over to Dietering at first for out number 2. So Garrett Staten and Cole Becker getting the day off in the middle infield, and The two newbies who have just showed up in the past couple games are getting their first start of the season for the Joes. And game number 39. It'll be 42 games played in the regular season. Doubleheader tomorrow, and then the Joes will finish up the regular season on Saturday against the Steam. First pitch to Ryan Callahan is in there for a strike. The 0-1 from Smith is in on the hands, and that one's fouled off to the right side for strike 2. Joes clinched playoffs yesterday with the win over the Scouts, and now they're trying to get home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. They currently have a 1-game lead on the Richmond Jazz. They'll play the Jazz in a doubleheader tomorrow. The 0-2, swing and a miss upstairs, and Ryan Callahan goes chasing out of the zone for a strikeout. So Bryce Smith retires the Bison in order. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. And when we come back, we'll give you the Hamilton Joes starting lineups and the Bison pitcher. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield, or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Back here at Foundation Field, let's take a look at your Hamilton Joes starting lineup. Batting first and DHing, John Sanjewell. Batting second in right field, Harry Jackson. Batting third in left field, Leighton Banjoff. Batting fourth and at first base, Matt Dietering. Batting fifth at third base, Luke Arnold. Batting sixth in center field, Logan Castleman. Batting seventh and behind the dish, Evan Ulrich. Batting eighth and at shortstop, Ethan Lyman. And batting ninth and at second base, Alex Thornberry. On the mound for the Ohio Bison is Travis Engard. He's making his fifth start of the season. Has a 2-1 record with a 2.76 ERA. This is his first time, though, pitching against the Joes this season. So John Sanjewell will walk into the batter's box, batting from the left side. Sanjewell out of Columbia University. Leading off this season, Sanjewell is only 1 for 12. First pitch from Engard on its way, and that skips into the turf and into the chest protector of Mitchell Smith behind the dish. 1-0 the count to John Sanjewell, who's batting .412 against the Bison this season. And the second pitch from Engard is once again in the turf low for ball 2. Engard is a senior at Otterbein College. Right-handed thrower, winds and fires, and this one misses low. So 3 straight pitches that have missed low in the zone. Well low in the zone, I should say, and the count's 3-0. Engard only has 3 walks this season in 26 innings pitched. The 3-0 on its way, and that one finds the strike zone for strike 1. This is Engard's first start since July 6th, so it's been over 2 weeks now. The 3-1 rather, is lined into right field for a base hit past the diving infielder Adam Fallon. And Sanjewell leads off the bottom of the first with a base hit.
A nice job there from Sanjewell. He was up ahead in the count on the 3-1 pitch. And he put that one just past Adam Fallon, who did his best to try and knock that one down, but he wasn't able to. And John Sanjewell leads things off right for the Joes with a hit.
Harry Jackson will now bat. Jackson, like most of the season, still leading the team in average. Currently sits at .341. He swings at the first pitch, lifts this one into deep right field. Galen Rutledge will catch it shy of the warning track. Sanjewell will have to retreat back to first base. Jackson was able to barrel that one up, but unable to put it over the head of Galen Rutledge out in right field, and that's out number 1 of the inning.
Yeah, that ball was carrying a whole lot more than I thought it was going to, and I think Galen Rutledge didn't judge it as well as he thought maybe he could have, as he was still kind of backtracking and he had to reach his arm all the way up to make that catch. But he's able to keep it in front and not let it get over his head, so he denies Harry Jackson from getting the extra base hit, and now there's one away and a runner on first.
Banjoff will step up to the plate, batting from the right side. Engard's first pitch to Banjoff, high and outside for ball one. Layton is batting .271 on the season with 14 RBIs. St. Jules on first base. He's singled. And now Engard's going to go check on St. Jules, back in time, head first. Fully turf infield here at Foundation Field. Outfield is normal grass. 330 down each of the lines and 390 straightaway center. Hit and run on. Banjoff smokes this one to deep center field. Horvat is all the way to the track at the wall, and he makes the catch. Sanjul will once again retreat back to first base, and second time we've seen a Joe hitter hit it on the screws, but an out is made right at the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that one was smoked directly at the batter's eye by Leighton Banjoff. Probably wouldn't have been able to get it over the taller wall out in center, but that definitely could have been an extra base hit if he just had 10 feet or so more on it.
First pitch to Dietering is smoked into right field for a base hit. Sanjul will round second, head to third. He's going to get in there without a throw, and there'll be runners on the corners with 2 outs for Luke Arnold.
Man, Matt Dietering can barrel up the ball. We see him in batting practice all the time. He just loves to hit that line drive into right field, and that's exactly what he did there. Nice piece of 2-out hitting from Matt Dietering, who attacks the first pitch.
So all 4 of the Joe's hitters today that have batted already in this inning have been able to barrel it up on Travis Engard, but there's 2 outs with runners on the corners. See if Luke Arnold can deliver. Leads the team in RBIs. The first pitch is a curveball. Is in the zone for a strike. Luke Arnold watched that one go by. Arnold is 0 for his last 15 at the plate. Did have a hit, though, in the All-Star game, which was a double in the left center gap at Prasco. The 0-1 pitch to Arnold is off the end of the bat and foul. Into the softball field on the right side, right next door to Foundation Field. And Luke Arnold now down in the count 0-2. He's going to have to battle up there at the plate. Engard's from the stretch, delivers home. It's up high, and Arnold's able to fight that one off straight back. Logan Castleman's on deck. He'll bat if Arnold can reach base here. Travis Engard on the mound for the Bison, trying to escape the inning with no runs coming across. He'll quickly check over at Matt Dietering at first base. 0-2 the count. Runners on first and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Travis Engard sets and now fires home. Swing and a miss, but actually Arnold got a piece of it as it popped out of the mitt of Smith straight back. So Arnold staying alive up there at the plate. Count remains 0-2. Luke Arnold played his ball at Wright State this past year. Didn't have an at-bat for the Raiders, but has had plenty here this summer. He's batting .255 on the season. The 0-2 pitch from Engard is just a bit outside for a ball. Smith tried his best to frame that one back in the strike zone, but Scott Wickoff called it a ball, and the count's now 1-2 with 2 outs. Travis Engard sets, pauses, kicks, and fires. It's a breaking ball, and Arnold goes chasing at the knees, or shins rather, for strikeout and the 3rd out of the inning. So the Joes get 2 hits in the inning. They barreled up quite a few balls off Engard, but weren't able to score any. We go to this second inning. 0-0 is our score here from Foundation Field.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1930.
Back here at Foundation Field. Glad you can join us here on YouTube on this Thursday evening. Joes and Bison scoreless through one inning of play. Joes are 6-1 against the Bison this season. They've won 6 straight. Swing and a miss there from Gavin Thompson on the first pitch offering from Bryce Smith, who retired the Bison in order in the first inning. Gavin Thompson batting .314 on the season. The 0-1 is flared to the right side. Dietering trying to track it down, but can't get to it as it landed in foul territory. But the count's now 0-2 to Gavin Thompson.
Yeah, he had a late reaction on that one, and he actually ended up getting a little closer than I expected him to get. Made it a close play, but he wasn't quite able to haul it in.
Yeah, the Joes have just lost the first game between these two teams. It was a 7-6 final, and then since the Joes have won 6 straight, looking to get the 7th win in this series tonight as the 0-2 rides up and in for a ball. One-two pitch on its way from Smith, and that's a strike 3 called, as it was a slightly delayed call from Scott Wickoff, but caught the inside lower corner of the strike zone for the second K of the day for Bryce Smith.
Yeah, that was a nice K that just caught the corner of the zone. Good pitch from Smith to freeze Thompson, and he's not much of a strikeout pitcher normally, but he's dealing right now.
First pitch to Mitchell Smith is called strike. The 0-1 pitch from Bryce is low and in for a ball. Bryce Smith was named GLSEL Pitcher of the Week, I think 3 weeks into the GLSEL season, then kind of went into a funk on the mound, but since he's been really pitching well. Ground ball to Luke Arnold. Throws across the diamond in time for out number 2.
He has a cannon over there at third base. That ball was drifting to the left of the base after it passed it, and Luke Arnold was actually standing in foul territory when he had the ball in his hand, but no doubt about that one, he delivers a bullet over to first.
So Bryce Smith has retired the first 5 guys in the Bison lineup. Now Adam Fallon will bat from the left side. First pitch to Fallon is a fastball inside for ball 1. Adam Fallon batting .309 on the season, just .182 average against the Joes this season. He lofts this one into shallow left field, and Banjoff makes the diving grab towards the line as it was floating up in the air for a while, and Banjoff was able to make the nice play out in left field. So 6 up, 6 down, Bryce Smith dealing here to start things at Foundation Field. Joes will come up to bat in the bottom of the second. Castleman, Evan Ulrich, and Ethan Lyman due up when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot.
Logan Castleman will lead things off for the Joes here in the bottom of the second inning. No score here in Hamilton. Joes currently have a 1-game lead on the Richmond Jazz in the South Division. Joes will play the Jazz in a doubleheader tomorrow in Richmond at McBride Stadium. First pitch to Castleman, in there for a strike. Castleman just batting .252 on the season. It's a little bit cold after quite the hot start for the Joes earlier in June. 1 ball and a strike to Castleman. Engard winds and fires, and it skips one into the turf and into the glove of Smith for ball 2. Two balls and a strike, nobody out here in the second inning. 2-1 is going to miss high, ball 3. One thing that Castleman's been consistent with on the season has been reaching base. One of the better on-base percentages on the team. He works the walk, a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. And he's aboard.
Yeah, Castleman, like you mentioned, he went through a bit of a hitting slump, but he's got 24 walks on the year in 31 games coming into today. So he just finds a way to get on base, and when he does, he oftentimes comes all the way around and ends up touching home plate. So we'll see if he can do that here.
Evan Ulrich up to the plate. First pitch to Ulrich. He swings and misses at the offering from Engard. Evan batting .284 in the season. Counts 0-1 to Evan Ulrich. Engard from the stretch throws home. This one's foul tipped into the glove of Smith for strike 2. Appears like Evan Ulrich's just a tad too far in front. See if he waits on one here. No balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Castleman on first base. Engard's pitch is up high. Evan Ulrich gets a piece of it. It's going to fly out to right field, though, right into the glove of Galen Rutledge for out number 1. So Evan Ulrich goes swinging at all 3 pitches, able to make contact on the third, but can't find a gap out in the outfield. 1 out in the inning, and now Ethan Lyman will bat. He pinch hit the other night. He's 0 for 1 on the season, but this is his first start in a Hamilton Joes uniform. Out of Miami, Hamilton swings at the first pitch, and it's a base hit through the right side. Castleman is chugging, or he's going to actually just stay over at second base. Thought about heading over to third. Keegan Burney said, my fault, because I think Castleman could have easily gotten into third base without a throw. But instead, it's first and second with 1 out. And Ethan Lyman gets his first base hit of the summer.
Yeah, that one just found the gap in the infield, and that one was getting killed by the outfield grass as it's a little bit thicker than the infield turf. So Galen Rutledge had to run quite a ways to come in and pick that ball up. And yeah, like you mentioned, I think Logan Castleman probably could have gotten into third, but he held up.
Alex Thornberry up to the plate. Watches the ball outside. Thornberry also 0 for 1. Making his first start for the Joes this summer. Late addition. Middle infielder for the Joes. A ball and no strikes to Thornberry. Engard's pitch is fouled off and out of play. Castleman on second base. Ethan Lyman on first. With 1 out in the inning. No score here at Foundation Field. 1-1 the count to Alex Thornberry, who's batting in the 9 spot tonight. Travis Engard comes set, takes a couple looks over at Castleman at second, now throws home. Both runners on the move. This one is lofted into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And now Castleman was heading back to second base because he thought it was going to be caught by Rutledge, so he'll have to hold put at third base. The bases will be juiced for the top of the order guy, John Sanjul.
Yeah, Castleman tripped and fell over third as he saw that ball fall, and I think he had a bit of a mental lapse as he was just trying to compute what happened. That one fell in front of Galen Rutledge. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to score. So back-to-back tough breaks for Castleman on the base paths, but nonetheless, the Joes still do have the bases loaded, and they've got John Sanjul at the plate.
John Sanjul singled in his first at-bat in the last inning. First pitch to Sanjul's a fastball in there for a strike. Sanjul's 0 for 3 with the bases loaded this season. Counts 0-1. Engard comes set on the mound, now throws home. This one is going to be lofted into left center field. It's slicing. Tyler Horvat will make the catch in the gap. Castleman will tag, and he will be in there without any play at the plate. And the Joes strike first here in game number 39 of the GLSCL season.
Yeah, all Sanjul needed to do was get that one to the outfield. He almost got a hit out of it, actually. As you mentioned, Sam, that ball was slicing, and it was just going farther and farther into the gap away from Tyler Horvat. But he was still able to make the catch. Runners on first and second stay put, but a run does come around for the Joes.
So a sac fly and RBI for John Sanjul. Harry Jackson will now bat. He flew out to right field, hit it hard. But Galen Rutledge was able to track it back at the warning track, and there's a breaking ball called strike that looked like it was a couple inches inside, but Scott Wickoff calls it a strike, and the count's 0-1 to Harry. Engard sets at the letters, kicks and deals home, and that one catches the outside corner for strike 2. First and second for the Joes with 2 outs in the inning. Harry Jackson down in the count, 0-2. Engard sets and now fires home. That one misses high for ball 1. Leighton Banjoff on deck for the Joes. He too hit one hard to deep center field, but Horvat was able to track it down. A ball and 2 strikes to Harry Jackson with 2 outs in the inning. Engard's pitch is lined into left center field. That will get up the gap and score. Ethan Lyman from second base. Alex Thornberry's in at third base, and Harry Jackson is in there sliding for a RBI double.
Yeah, that was a well-hit ball by Jackson. Back-to-back pitches that he has just lined up in both of his at-bats. And he is rewarded with the double. And good to see Harry Jackson get back in the hit column and back in the RBI column.
So now the Joes lead 2-0, and they might not be done just yet here in the inning with runners on second and third with 2 outs. Leighton Banjoff up at the plate. The first pitch to Banjoff's a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Banjoff hit one hard all the way to the warning track at the 390 sign. The straightaway center, but Horvat was able to make the catch. The 1-0 pitch in the turf. Great stop by Smith. Now Smith's going to throw to third, but Thornberry back in time. 2 balls and no strikes to Leighton Banjoff. Matt Dietering on deck for the Joes. Joes have already scored 2 here in the second inning. Engard sets and delivers, and this one is poked out to deep left field, and that ball is going to be off the mitt of the left fielder Callahan. 2 runs will score, and it's going to be a double for Leighton Banjoff.
Tough ask there in left field for Ryan Callahan. That one went over his head. And another guy who has barreled up a couple, Leighton Banjoff, hits that one all the way to the track, and he gets 2 RBIs. The Joes double their lead.
Banjoff got another ball hit on the barrel of the bat. It went all the way to the wall, and Callahan, I believe it bounced off his mitt. Wasn't able to haul it in, and now the Joes lead 4-0. Back-to-back doubles for the Joes from Harry Jackson and then Leighton Banjoff. The Joes have 4 hits in the inning, and they've scored 4 as well. And Matt Dietering is up to the plate. He singled in his last at-bat, attacked the first pitch from Engard back in the first inning. Dietering's the 8th man to bat here in the second. Batting from the left side out of the University of Toledo. Engard sets, looks over at Banjoff at second, now throws home. That's a fastball at the knees called strike. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Dietering a little too far in front of that one. Now he's down in the count 0-2. Engard trying to stop the bleeding in the inning. He's given up 4 runs thus far. The 0-2 pitch, way up high for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Dietering. with 2 outs in the inning. Banjoff is on second base. And the Joes lead 4-0. The pitch is going to be in the turf, and a nice backhand stop by Mitchell Smith behind the dish. Thought that ball might have been able to go through all the way to the backstop, but nice stop there from Smith. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Engard's a breaking ball and lined in the right center field gap, and that will get all the way to the wall. Dietering around first. He's heading to second, and he's chugging all the way to 3. The throw to third is not in time. Dietering's second triple of the season.
How about that? He gives a little how do you do to the Joes dugout. Another well-hit ball, and there was no doubt Matt Dietering was turning around second. He was chugging.
Right about halfway from where he was at between first and second, it appeared like he wasn't going to be stopping at all. And
no way. He was already stepping towards the outside of the base so that he could get a clean round.
So now the Joes lead 5-0 off the RBI triple from Matt Dietering, and now can Luke Arnold join the hit party? 3 straight extra base hits from the Joes batters. Luke Arnold's the 9th man to bat in the inning. The 1-0 pitch is low and in the turf and straight into the chest protector of Smith for a ball. 2-0 the count to Luke Arnold, who struck out swinging to end things in the first. Joes have 5 hits in the inning. The 2-0, swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Smith. Joes have been finding a lot of gaps so far, especially in this inning. 2 balls and a strike. Engard's pitch is hit hard, but right at the center fielder Tyler Horvat, who doesn't have to move very much to make the catch, and the bleeding is stopped. Engard gives up 5 runs, 5 hits, and the Joes leave 1 stranded. We go to the 3rd inning. Joes 5, Bison nothing. Here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports. Joes fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Blake Reed will lead things off for the Bison. They now trail 5-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Bryce Smith's first pitch to Reed is fouled off and flared near the Bison bullpen for strike 1. Bryce Smith has retired the first 6 in the lineup for the Bison. The 0-1 lifted in right field. Harry Jackson, ranging to his right, will make the catch. Arranging to his left, rather, for out number 1. So the Bison still looking for their first hit of the game. First base runner of the game, rather. Galen Rutledge will now bat. His last at bat. He hit a walk-off home run against the Cincinnati Steam at Don Edwards Park to give the Bison their 17th win of the season. And nice breaking ball there from Bryce Smith for a strike. to Rutledge, who's batting .231 on the year. The 0-1, low and in, ball one.
Yeah, and Rutledge's home run pretty much dashed the hopes of the Cincinnati Steam in the playoffs. It is still possible they'd have to win out and the Steam would have to lose out, but that is looking rather unlikely now as the Richmond Jazz are on top of the Ohio Marlins in Game 2 of their doubleheader after they dropped Game 1.
The 1-2 is hit into center field, right at Logan Castman, who camps underneath it and will make the catch. 2 retired in the inning. 8 up, 8 down. Bryce Smith mowing down the Bison hitters.
And Sam, it is almost guaranteed now that the Joes and the Jazz are going to meet in the playoffs, as Richmond is up 10-0 on the Ohio Marlins, and not only that, but the Xenia Scouts are also on top of the Cincinnati Steam. So both the Marlins and the Steam would have to come back if Cincinnati wanted a chance to keep their playoff hopes alive, and that is looking rather unlikely.
First pitch to Nate Rush, who's batting in the 9th spot, is a strike. The 0-1 is a ground ball up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. So it took the 9 guys for the Bison to finally get a hit. Nate Rush, the guy in the 9th spot, is now the first base runner for the Bison tonight. So a 2-out single for the Bison here in the 3rd inning, and now the top of the order up for the Bison, Tyler Horvat. Horvat grounded out to Ethan Lyman at short. Now he swings the first pitch right back to Bryce Smith, who swings it over to Dietering for out number 3. So the Bison finally get their first base runner and first hit of the game, but can't do anything with it. Joe's trying to continue the hot bats here in the bottom of the 3rd. They lead 5-0 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a non-profit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
Logan Castman will lead things off for the Joes. The first pitch to Castman is popped straight up in the middle of the infield. Canyon McWilliams calling everybody off and will finally make the catch on that towering pop-up for 1 out in the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for Travis Engard here in this 3rd after he gave up 5 runs in the 2nd. Evan Ulrich will now bat. He flew out to right field his last time up. Glad you can join us here on YouTube on this Thursday evening. Beautiful day for some baseball here in Hamilton, Ohio. First pitch to Ulrich outside for a ball. Joes have clinched a playoff spot, but are not looking to get home field advantage for that first round. The 0-1, or 1-0, is hit hard at the shortstop, Nate Rush, who fields it on the backhand and throws over to first in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs in the inning. Engard looking to get his first 1-2-3 inning of today's game. It's most likely going to be the Joes and the Jazz, just a matter of who will have home field advantage in that best out of 3 series that will start on Monday. First pitch to Ethan Lyman is a low for a ball. That pops out of the mid of Smith. Lyman singled in his first at-bat. It was his first hit of the summer for the Joes after he was just 0 for 1. The 1-0. Ground ball right side. McWilliams, the lefty, fields it on the backhand and will step on the bag for out number 3. So Travis Engard gives up 5 runs in the second, and then in the third he retires the Joes in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the fourth. Joes 5, Bison 0 here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable
Joes lead 5-0 as we enter the 4th inning here at Foundation Field. Canyon McWilliams will lead things off for the Bison. McWilliams grounded out to Ethan Lyman at shortstop, his first time up. Bryce Smith back on the mound. First pitch is outside and low for a ball. Smith winds and fires, and the southpaw misses outside again for ball 2. 2-0 the count to McWilliams. Lefty on lefty matchup. The 2-0 pitch is a fastball that catches the outside corner for a strike. McWilliams batting .280 on the season, has 2 home runs as well. Just .211 average though against the Joes, and he swings and fouls this one off on the left side into the parking lot. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Canyon. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Hamilton Joes YouTube page. The 2-2 pitch from Bryce Smith is fouled off again into the parking lot. Glad all of you have been able to join us all season long here on the YouTube page.
And now we can officially say stay tuned for postseason action next week.
Yep,
we'll still be live on YouTube.
That should be exciting. The 2-2 is just high and outside for ball 3, and the count's full. Bryce Smith has not walked a batter tonight. The payoff pitch is a ground ball to Alex Thornberry. Fields it on a hop. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. First time Thornberry's getting action over there at second base. It's a 4-3 put out, and Ryan Callahan will bat. Callahan struck out swinging his first time up back in the first inning. Callahan just 4 for 14 against the Joes this season. Joes are 6-1 against the Bison. First pitch is the slider that runs inside for a ball. Couple clouds out in the distance, but mostly just the baby blue sky overhead in Hamilton. 2-0 the count to Ryan Callahan. Smith will step off and will step back on and will now throw home. And it's popped up, but this one's going to sail out of play. 2 balls and a strike now to Ryan Callahan. Gavin Thompson's on deck for the Bison. Bryce Smith, a sophomore at Northern Kentucky, plays for the Norse. He's had himself a pretty successful summer ball season on the mound. The 2-1 pitch, fastball outside, ball 3. And the count's 3-1. Bryce Smith trying to avoid walking his first batter of the night. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count's full for the second straight batter of the inning. Callahan struck out swinging his first time up. The payoff pitch from Smith. Hit right back to him. Smith able to glove it in between his legs and will underhand over to Dietering at first base. 2 outs. That one was hit hard, but Bryce Smith was able to stab at that baseball before it went through his wickets. And there's 2 outs in the inning.
That's the second time he's had good reaction. He actually ended the last inning with a similar play as it was grounded straight up the middle to him. Both times he's been able to corral.
Bison only have 1 hit today. And this one is hit right back to Smith. This time it hits off him. He'll pick it up, whip over to first for the 3rd out. It appeared like that one hit him on the thigh, but he will trot off the field with a smile on his face as he was able to retire the Bison in order once again. 1-2-3 inning. Due up for the Joes when we come back. Alex Thornberry, the nine man, and then the top of the order, John Sanjula and Harry Jackson to follow. We'll be right back here from Foundation Field.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Fefferley Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Fefferley will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet
Alex Thornberry will lead things off. Hit a base hit into right field his last time up. Swings to the first pitch from Engard and fouls it over the screen and out of play behind our heads over the press box. Engard winds and fires, and this one is lined into left field for another base hit. So Thornberry now with his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2 now. And the order is flipped to the top. John Sanjula will now bat. That's the 8th hit of the day for the Joes, and we're in the 4th inning.
Yeah, and a couple of them have been ground balls, but a lot of them, like that one, have been line drives. The Joes have been able to get the barrel on the ball pretty well throughout the early goings of this one.
John Sanjula, 1 for 1 today, with a single and a sac fly. The first pitch to Sanjula just is below the knees, just below the knees for a ball. Bison in their teal uniforms tonight, gray pants. Joe's in their white on whites. The 1-0 is popped up into shallow center field. This may get down, and it will. Thornberry will get into second as he had to pause to make sure that ball hit the turf. And it's back-to-back hits to start the 4th for the Hamilton Joes. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Harry Jackson.
How about John Sanjula's day to this point? We're only 4 innings in. He's already got 2 singles and an RBI on the sacrifice fly. Sanjula with a pretty good day today. And now Harry Jackson comes up. He crushed one in his last at-bat.
Found a gap his last time up in the left center field. It's 1 for 2 with the double. Swings and misses and a ball outside for strike 1. Harry leads the team in average, batting .341 coming into today. .389 average against the Bison. A ball and no strikes. Or no balls and a strike to Harry. He swings and pops this one up This one is going to get out of play on the right side as McWilliams went all the way to the fence, but ran out of room. So Harry is down in the count 0-2. Leighton Banjoff on deck for the Joes. He too doubled his last time up. No balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Joes. Engard's pitch is hit right back to him, and it takes a bad bounce, and this one's going to trickle into shallow right field, and Alex Thornberry will hustle around the base pass. He will score, and it's going to be a single for Harry Jackson.
Another RBI for Harry, and Alex Thornberry actually took a pause over at third base, and Keegan Burney looked at him and was like, hey, you got to get up and go, because he was on the ground, and so he was able to find his footing and get all the way home. The Joes extend their lead 6-0, and now Leighton Banjoff comes up to the plate. Still nobody out now for the Joes after 3 straight singles.
First 3 guys have hit singles in this inning, and now Leighton Banjoff will bat. The Joes have 10 hits in the game to the Bison 1. 6-0 our score. First pitch to Leighton is a called strike on the outside corner. 6-0 our score here in the bottom of the 4th. Joes trying to win their 2nd straight game after winning yesterday in Xenia. The 0-1 is lifted out into shallow center field. Tyler Horvat will track it down, and tagging all the way from second base to third is Sanjul, and he's in there safely. Wow. Sanjul took a gamble on that tag attempt, but it works off. It pays off. And he's into third base safely. Horvat, who has a great arm, had to change his momentum as his momentum was heading towards right field, and he had to square up his body and try to throw over to third, but it was just not in time. And runners on the corners for Matt Dietering. Dietering 2 for 2 today with a single and a triple. Could he potentially be on cycle watch?
I would say it's safe to say we can put him on cycle watch.
He hit a home run earlier this season at Roselawn. Swings and rifles this one off the mid of McWilliams. He'll pick it up, throw it up, and now will dive to first in time for the out. My goodness, that was a bullet off the bat. And Dietering doesn't get his 3rd hit of the day, but he does get an RBI out of it as Sanju will come in to score. But my goodness, watch out over there at first base.
Yeah, Kenny McWilliams threw his glove up at that one, and almost in an attempt to protect himself, as that one was a shot, and you can't really ask him to secure that one in his glove. That one was going 200 miles an hour right at him, and he's still able to get the out.
I'd love to see what the exit velocity was on that one. They say third base is the hot corner, but man, the hot corner over there at first base is that one was rifled. First pitch to Luke Arnold, swing and a miss at 1-0 in the zone. Harry Jackson at second base. He's the only guy on base for the Joes. Joes lead 7-0 in the game. They've been hitting the ball hard all night. The 0-1 from Engard is lifted into right field. Galen Rutledge is there to make the catch for out number 3. Joes were able to score 2 more, though. They had 3 hits, and they leave 1 stranded. We go to the 5th inning. Joes 7, Bison 0 here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joes fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
Mitchell Smith will lead things off for the Ohio Bison here in the 5th inning. Bryce Smith back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. His first pitch is a fastball. It runs inside for a ball. Smith 0 for 1 today with the ground ball out to third base to Luke Arnold. The 1-0 from Smith is outside, ball 2. Bryce Smith has been dominant against the Bison this season. He's only given up 1 earned run in now 23 total innings pitched against the Bison. The 2-0, fastball in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 2-1 the count now. 2 balls and a strike, nobody out. The pitch, swing and a foul ball. Goes back to the screen. So now the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 5th, Joes lead 7-0. Bryce Smith gets his pitch, winds in, now fires. It's a ground ball, foul. Nice snag over by the third base coach for the Bison. Head coach for the Bison is suspended for 5 games after being ejected earlier last week. 2-2. Breaking ball that doesn't break enough. Count is full.
You know, this Bison team just couldn't seem to catch a break from mid-season on. After they were in first place for a while, they went on a long losing streak, and it's just all seemed to go downhill for them from there. And they're currently sitting in second to last position in the South with a 17-22 record.
First payoff pitch was fouled off straight back. We'll have the second payoff pitch upcoming. The 3-2 pitch from Smith is lifted out into center field. Logan Castleman is there, and arranging to his left for out number 1. So an F8 to start the 5th by Mitchell Smith. Now Adam Fallon will bat. He flew out to left field to Leighton Banjoff his last time up. Banjoff actually had to make a diving grab towards the line. Lefty and lefty matchup. Bryce Smith has only given up 1 hit today. That came in the 3rd inning by the guy that is Nate Rush, who's batting in the 9th spot. Fallon will try to reach base on the bunt, but pops it up foul. Many times you see teams when they struggle to get a hit, try to lay a bunt down and try to manufacture hits that way. 0-1 the count with 1 out. The pitch, swing and a line drive foul and out of play on the left side. 0-2 the count now. Bryce Smith has 2 Ks today, looking for number 3 right here. Bryce Smith gets his pitch, winds and now fires. Fastball high and outside for ball 1 of the at-bat. The 1-2 pitch from Smith. Once again, lined and foul. And off the front of a car. It's a silver car over there. Hit the very front of it.
That's your car. Call Freaks Glass.
And the count's 1-2. Can Smith get strikeout number 3 here? The 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball, and this one is a little chopper down the third base line. A swinging bunt there. And Adam Fallon will reach on the infield single. Second hit of the day for the Bison.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. He tried to lay down an actual bunt earlier in that at-bat, but like you were saying, a swinging bunt there as that one just did not travel, and it found that hole in the defensive coverage on the left side. No play from Bryce Smith. It was the right decision to just hold that ball as he picked it up, and now a runner on first for the Bison.
Second base runner of the day for the Ohio Bison We're in the 5th inning. Blake Reed will step up to the plate. He flew out to Harry Jackson in right field his last time out. Counts 0-1. With 1 out in the inning, Joes lead 7-0. They scored 5 in the 2nd and 2 in the 4th. Smith's pitch from the stretch is lined into right field for a base hit. Harry Jackson will throw it in quickly as he was playing pretty shallow out in right field. So back-to-back hits for the Bison. First time today they've been able to string back-to-back hits and have a chance to try to cut into that deficit, which currently sits at 7. And Galen Rutledge will bat. Rutledge making his second at-bat of the game today. Flew out to center field his last time up. Runners on first and second, 1 out in the inning. Smith's pitch from the stretch is lined into right field. That will get down for a base hit. Jackson will pick it up, and now will throw it all the way home, and sliding head first across home plate is Adam Fallon, and the Bison have a run on the board.
The hit party begins. 3 straight singles for the Bison, and Galen Rutledge has himself an RBI. Ohio has life here in the 5th.
So 3 straight hits for the Bison in this inning. And they now trail by 6 runs. Nate Rush will bat. He's the guy that got the first hit of the game back in the 3rd inning for the Bison. 1 out in the inning, runners on first and second, lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch is a softly hit chopper to Dietering at first. He'll field it and will tap on the bag for the second out of the inning. Both runners advance 90 feet to second and third, but there's 2 outs now. Now the top of the order up for the Bison with 2 outs in the inning. Tyler Horvat 0 for 2 today. Ground ball to shortstop and a ground ball right back to Bryce Smith on the mound in his 2 times up thus far. 2 outs in the inning. The lefty on lefty matchup. Breaking ball is over the head of Horvat. Ducked down before that was going to plunk him probably in his white helmet. Counts 1-0. Smith kicks and fires. This one is a softly hit ball on the left side, but just foul. Probably 5 feet of left of the line. Counts now even at 1-1. Seems like the Bison are seeing the ball better when Bryce Smith is from the stretch. He could go from the windup if he really wanted to, with runners on second and third. The 1-1. Breaking ball called strike. Beautiful pitch there that froze Tyler Horvat. And the count's now 1-2. Bryce Smith trying to strand those runners on second and third. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Bryce Smith has 2 strikeouts already today. Looking for number 3 here. The 2-2 pitch from Smith. Breaking ball and lined into right field for a base hit. That will score 1 run. Galen Rutledge will be held at third base. Evan Ulrich will cut it off as Horvat was thinking about heading to second, but he'll hold put over at first. It's another RBI single, and it's the 7-2 ball game now.
As you're heading down into the second half of this game, with the Bison having such a deep hole to dig out of, all you want is a couple of runs per inning, and they've gotten their 2 here in the 5th. They're going to try to tack on as many more as they can here with 2 outs, but you've got to start now for the Bison.
4 hits rather in the inning for the Bison after they only had 1 hit through 4 innings tonight. And Bryce Smith's now throwing back-to-back balls to Canyon McWilliams. The count's 2-0. McWilliams 0 for 2 today with 2 ground balls on each side of the infield. 7-2 our score. Bryce Smith sets at the belt, now throws home. Swing and a miss, or actually a foul ball. Canyon McWilliams able to get a piece of that one. Fouls it straight down into the turf in front of Ulrich. 2 balls and a strike to McWilliams. Bryce Smith trying to stop the bleeding in the inning. Fires one in the turf, ball 3. The Bison have scored 2 in the inning thus far. McWilliams, the 7th man to bat in the inning. 3-1 pitch on its way, fouled off. Off the end of the bat, McWilliams flailing his right hand. Probably stung a little bit. Count is full. Tyler Horvat, who's on first base, will be moving on the pitch. With 2 outs, the count is full. Bryce Smith trying to get out of the inning with only giving up 2 runs. First and third, 2 outs for the Bison. McWilliams will step back in to the lefty batter's box, and now he's going to call time. Still trying to stretch out that right hand that probably got jammed a little bit after a ball was off the end of the bat. He'll step back in and get ready for the 3-2 pitch. Bryce Smith will step back on the rubber. Throwing from the left side, the southpaw trying to get out of the inning. The payoff pitch. Hit hard, foul on the ground. Down the right side. Count stays full. And now McWilliams is going to go chat with the third base coach for the Bison.
McWilliams is hitless in his last 2 games against the Joes, and those are actually his only 2 appearances against them this season. Also pitched an inning against the Joes in the 16-1 loss. Plays collegiately at Arkansas Little Rock. Transferred there from Ohio Wesleyan. Played for the Battling Bishops for 3 years.
Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. Hit hard into right field, but right at Harry Jackson. Allowed out to end things here in the 5th inning. Bison able to get 2 back. They now trail by 5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Due up for the Joes. Castleman, Ulrich, and Lyman. Here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube. We'll be right back.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joe's game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point.
Travis Engard remains in the game for the Bison. He'll come out for his 5th inning of work. Bison were able to get 2 back in the top half of the 5th to now trail only by 5 runs. Joes will try to earn those runs right back here in the bottom half. Logan Castleman will bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Walked in the 2nd inning, came around to score, swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. Castleman was an all-star. Played in the all-star game. Hit one hard to deep left field at Parasco Park, but it was caught at the warning track.
Pitcher warming up in the Ohio Bison pen, so this may be the last inning for Travis Engard.
The 0-1 is skied out to right field. Galen Rutledge, tracking it down towards the line, will make the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th.
That pitcher is Nathan Rhodes, the sophomore out of Volunteer State Community College. He's got a 1-0 record, 7.94 ERA, so we'll keep an eye on him. Bison would obviously like Travis Engard to try and finish this inning, but we'll see what happens.
1 out in the inning. Evan Ulrich will bat. First pitch is a curveball that curves into the zone for strike called. Ulrich's 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a ground out. Engard's 0-1. Misses upstairs for a ball. Engard's 1-1 pitch, another curveball, but this time it breaks down to the shins for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is roped into left center field, and that will be not caught by Horvat with the diving attempt, and Ulrich is trotting over to second base. The throw is not in time. Ulrich in there sliding head first. Tyler Horvat with a nice effort out there in center field, but could not catch it before it hit the grass out in left center. It's a 1-out double for Evan Ulrich, his first hit of the day.
Yeah, now with that, Luke Arnold, the only Joe that has not reached base today.
Castleman and Arnold are the only two that haven't gotten a hit. The rest have. 11 hits of the day for the Joes. Ethan Lyman will bat. He's 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to Candy McWilliams at first base his last time up. Engard throws a curveball on his first pitch to Lyman. That one curves into the strike zone for a strike, and the count's 0-1. 7-2 our score. Ulrich's on second base. Engard's pitch goes right back to that curveball, and this time it finds the outside corner for strike 2. Alex Thornberry on deck. Thornberry's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. But Lyman, who's up to the plate now, down in the count 0-2. Got his first hit of the summer for the Joes back in the second inning. Late arrival, swings at the 0-2, lifts it out into right field, right at Galen Rutledge, who catches it above his head for the second out. It's the second fly out to right field in the inning from the Joes bats, and now the 9th man in the order, Alex Thornberry, will bat. Thornberry's had himself quite the day thus far with two singles. See if he can add to that total here and try to score Ulrich from second base. Engard sets and now fires. This one is swung at and grounded over to the shortstop, Nate Rush. Rush doesn't rush his throw. He takes his time and throws over to first for the third out. So Evan Ulrich gets a double, but he's stranded over there on second base. And we go to the 6th inning. Joe 7, Bison 2 here from Foundation Field. You're listening to Hamilton Joe's Baseball on YouTube.
Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
All Wealth Federal.
Ryan Callahan will lead things off for the Bison. Bison trying to duplicate their 5th inning when they scored 2 runs, had 4 hits in that one. First pitch from Bryce Smith is a fastball, catches that upper outside corner Strike called according to Scott Wickoff. Callahan 0 for 2 today with the strikeout and a ground out right back to Smith. The 0-1 from Bryce. It's a fastball low and in, ball 1. Great crowd on hand here at Foundation Field. On a beautiful, beautiful night for baseball in Hamilton. Swing and a miss there from Callahan. Counts 1-2. The fans trying to urge on Bryce Smith to strike out Callahan because Callahan is the beer batter tonight. It'd be $1 off beer if Smith were to strike out Callahan. The 1-2 pitch. Give it to him. Called strike 3. Breaking ball called strike on the outside corner. Callahan can't believe it. He didn't like that one being called strike. He disagreed with Wickoff, but Wickoff gave the fans what they wanted, a strikeout. And there's 1 out here in the 6th. Smith's first pitch to Thompson is fouled off. That was the 3rd strikeout of the day from Bryce Smith. He's quickly back to work now, and the 0-1 is a breaking ball that slides in on the hands to Luke Arnold over at third base, and Arnold with an easy toss over to Dietering for the 2nd out. Mitchell Smith will now bat, the catcher in the lineup for the Bison. He's 0 for 2 today. Led off things in the 5th inning. He flew out to center field, but later in that 5th inning, the Bison were able to string 4 hits together and score 2 runs. First pitch is high and outside for a ball. The 1-0. Low and in, ball 2. Seven 2 our score here in the top of the 6th inning. The 2-0 from Smith is lined right at Luke Arnold at third base. He'll snag it, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So Smith lines out right into the glove of Arnold at third base. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bryce. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Top of the order due up when we come back on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
John St. Jewel will lead things off for the Joes. New pitcher in for the Bison is Nathan Rhodes. Nathan Rhodes out of Volunteer State Community College, a sophomore there, has a 1-0 record, 7.94 ERA. High leg kick and throw. This one is a bouncer over to the shortstop, Nate Rush. Fields and fires for the first out of the inning. Now Harry Jackson will bat. Harry's 2 for 3 today with a double and a single. A couple of RBIs as well. Nathan Rhodes, last time out, he did not record an out on July 18th. Gave up 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 walk. Did not strike out any. First pitch to Harry Jackson is fouled, tipped for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch on its way, lined foul. So now Harry down in the count, 0-2. Rhodes pitch, fastball just inside. 1-2 the count to Harry Jackson, who's looking for his 3rd hit of the day. Nathan Rhodes, the left-handed thrower. Super high kick and throws, and this one inside again. Ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Harry Jackson with 1 out. Here in the 6th, the pitch from Rhodes. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, according to Bradley Fisher. And the count's now full. So Harry Jackson, after being down 0-2, has worked it full. And Nathan Rhodes will step back on the rubber. The payoff pitch. Line into left field. Harry Jackson with his 3rd hit of the day.
This is the Harry Jackson that we remember from mid-season that vaulted him all the way to the top of the team average rankings. Great day for Harry.
And now Leighton Banjoff will bat. Leighton is 1 for 3 today with 2 flyouts to center field and a double back in the 2nd inning. 1 out here in the 6th. Harry Jackson on first base. He's on the move to second. The throw down to second is late. Harry Jackson gets a stolen bag. He's now in scoring position with 1 out. So the Jazz win Game 2 of their doubleheader against the Marlins. So right now, they are looking good. If the Scouts were to beat this team, the Jazz will officially clinch playoff berth. But if this team win tonight, this team will still be hanging by a thread. Banjoff swings and pops this one up into right field. Galen Rutledge underneath it will make the catch. Harry Jackson will tag. He's in there standing up at third base. It's a fly out, but Jackson able to reach third on the tag.
First baseman, Matt Dietering.
Matt Dietering will now bat. He's 2 for 3 today. His last time up, he crushed one right at Canyon McWilliams at first base. It went off McWilliams' mitt, but McWilliams was able to pick it up and dive and tag first base to retire Dietering. Harry Jackson on third with 2 outs. Rhodes' pitch from the stretch is a strike called at the knees and also maybe on the inside corner as well. Dietering's been raking against the Bison this season. Came into today's game batting .462 against the Bison. The 0-1 pitch from Rhodes up high near the eyes of Dietering. Scouts currently lead this team 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. If that holds, Joes and Jazz will be in the playoffs. Joes are already in the playoffs, but the Jazz will officially be in the playoffs. Excuse me, swing there from Dietering. Did not want to swing at that one, but went too far. And the count's 1-2.
Yeah, and the Jazz have now finished it out against the Ohio Marlins. 15-4 the final, so they're just awaiting the result from Florence.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Rhodes is low at the shins. Ball 2.
And additionally today, the Lima Locos clinched in the North Division, so The playoff matchups for 3 teams have been determined, or the playoff clinches rather, and now the 4th team is likely going to be the Richmond Jazz, but we don't know quite yet officially.
2-2 in the turf, ball 3, and the count's full to Matt Dietering.
The other team in the North Division playoffs will be the Sandusky Bay Ice Haulers.
And with a couple games to go, both divisions are trying to figure out who's going to be the 1 seed. The payoff pitch to Matt, ball 4. Dietering will fling his bat to the dugout. He'll reach for the 3rd time today. And there'll be runners on the corners for Luke Arnold.
Arnold's due for a hit here, 0 for 3.
Luke Arnold's just been struggling at the plate. He's 0 for his last 18 for the Hamilton Joes. Like I mentioned earlier, he did have a hit in the All-Star game on Tuesday. See if he can deliver here. The team leader in RBIs at 25 with an RBI opportunity. First pitch from Rhodes. Fastball that is inside, and Arnold had a lunge out of the way of that one. A ball and no strikes to Luke Arnold. Rhodes sets at the belt. Now throws home, and this one is lifted into left center field. That will get down for a base hit. An RBI single for Luke Arnold. And maybe that ends his slump at the plate. Joe's lead now 8-2.
Yeah, another just barrel on the ball this time from Luke Arnold, and that falls down in the shallow outfield. And Luke Arnold now has officially registered a hit. As you mentioned, he had one in the All-Star game, but he gets one for his official Joe statistics now. And he finally is able to break the hitless streak.
So first and second for the Joes with 2 outs. Logan Castleman at the plate. Watches a ball from the first pitch from Rhodes. Castleman is the only guy in the lineup without a hit tonight. Everybody has reached base, but Castleman trying to find that base hit. Swings and misses at that pitch from Rhodes, and the count's 1-1.
And there's a pitcher warming up in the Joes bullpen. It is a lefty. Not sure who that is just yet, but we'll keep an eye.
Sebastian Gongoro warming up. The 1-1 inside, ball 2.
So Sebastian's going to come out of the pen after making his last couple appearances starting on the mound.
Doubt we'll see Gongora start a game. You want to try to save him for the playoffs. Swing and a miss there from Castleman. The count's 2-2.
Yeah, we will likely see him start next week. But yeah, like you mentioned, if he was going to pitch later in this final week, you'd expect that he was just going to come out of the pen like he's likely going to do.
2-2 on its way. Swing and a foul ball. Castleman stays alive. He struggled this season against left-handed pitching. Only batting 172 against left-handed throwers. The 2-2 pitch from Rhodes. Ground ball right back to him, and this one is going to get all the way to the second baseman, who makes a nice play. Fallon throws over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Joes get 1 run off 2 hits. They strand 2 base runners. And we go to the 7th. Joes lead 8-2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports. Joe's fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
New pitcher for the Joes, it's Sebastian Gongoro. Sebastian pitched in the All-Star game on Tuesday. Kind of struggled in his one inning pitched. But he's back on the mound for the Joes tonight. In relief, as the Joes have a 6-run lead. First pitch from Gongoro is a fastball that just misses high, I guess. To Adam Fallon, who's 1 for 2 today. Gongoro kicks and fires, and this one is popped up out of play on the left side. 1 ball and a strike to Fallon. Sun's starting to set here in Hamilton. Great crowd on hand here at Foundation Field, like usual. Gongoro is 1-1. Hit hard to the shortstop, and it's going to pop out of Lyman's mitt into left field. Kevin Hawk, our stats guy, what's he going to call? He's going to give it a hit. Adam Fallon gets his second hit of the day. Would have been a really tough play for Lyman over at shortstop. Blake Reed will now bat. He's 1 for 2 today. So leadoff hit here in the 7th for the Bison. It's their first time in today's game where they've gotten the leadoff man on. Gongoro from the stretch. Throws home. Swing and a miss.
Gongoro's final stat line in the All-Star game, he pitched 1 complete inning, as all the pitchers did. It was in the 3rd. He gave up 4 hits, 4 runs. All of them were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1.
A ball and a strike with no outs to Blake Reed. Gongoro sets and now fires. Breaking ball and on the hands. This one is going to be cut off by Luke Arnold. He flips the second, and it's right through the glove of Alex Thornberry. And advancing to third base is Blake Reed. So now there'll be runners on the corners with nobody out. Alex Thornberry is probably thinking too far ahead on maybe the throw over to first to try to double up Blake Reed, but instead it tips off his mitt. There's runners on the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, it was a great play by Luke Arnold to come over and get that ball over to second. But yeah, like you mentioned, I think Alex Thornberry was focused on turning it before he was able to get that ball in his mitt.
First pitch to the 8th man in the lineup, Galen Rutledge, is a ball low. Gongoro sets just above the belt. Looks home. Now fires home. It's fouled straight back to the screen. Gongoro making his 10th appearance of the season for the Joes on the mound. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that dives into the turf. Ulrich keeps it in front. Galen Rutledge had an RBI single his last time up in that 2-run 5th inning. Gongoro eyes Reed over at first, now throws home, swing and a miss. Big cut there from Rutledge, who went golfing at it. And the count's 2-2 with nobody out. Gongoro has a 1.98 ERA. The 2-2 pitch is low for ball 3, and the count runs full. Don't want to load him up. Nate Rush is on deck. He's 1 for 2 today. Count is full. The payoff pitch fouled off, and we'll have another payoff pitch upcoming. 8-2 our score here at Foundation Field. Joes have 13 hits. The Bison only have 6. Bison trying to cut into their deficit. The 3-2 pitch from Gongoro. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. Galen Rutledge was a couple steps over to first base. He thought it was a walk and a ball up in the zone, but instead, Scott Wyckoff calls it a strike. And that's a big strikeout for Sebastian Gongoro. There's 1 out now here in the 7th.
Yeah, that was a nice breaking ball, and it was just a judgment call for Scott Wyckoff behind the plate as it fell right atop that border of the strike zone. Could have gone either way, and Sebastian Gongoro benefits from this call.
Now the 9th man in the lineup. Nate Rush will bat with runners on the corners. First pitch to Rush, the fastball at the knees, called strike. Good pitch there from Gongoro. Nate Rush has 1 hit today. It was the first hit of the ball game back in the 4th for the Bison. Gongoro's 0-1. It is a little flare shot into left field. Leighton Banjoff underneath it will make the catch and will throw home. Or actually, it's going to be cut off by Luke Arnold. Everyone stays put. And Gongoro has a chance to get out of the inning without giving up a run when there was runners on first and third, nobody out. He has a chance to get out of the inning unscathed. Tyler Horvat, top of the order, will bat with 2 outs in the inning. Horvat 1 for 3 today, had an RBI single his last time up back in the 5th. Gongoro sets and fires. Curveball called strike. Nice pitch there. That caught the outside corner. Counts 0-1. Gongoro from the stretch. Sets, kicks, and deals. Another curveball. That time it's off the plate outside for ball 1. Horvat just 2 for 18 on the season against Joe's pitching. Batting from the left side. Gongoro throwing from the left arm. Fires a fastball at the knees, called strike 2. So Gongoro a strike away from getting out of the inning after there was runners on first and third, nobody out. Sebastian's 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The Bison leave them stranded on first and third. They had runners on first and third with nobody out, but Gongoro retires the next 3. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch here at Foundation Field. Joe's 8, Bison 2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with
Evan Ulrich will lead things off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Joe's lead 8-2. Looking to extend their lead here in the 7th. Evan Ulrich 1 for 3 today with the double his last time up. Rhodes back on the mound, swinging a line drive foul. 3 feet left of the left field line, and then hit off one of the players out on the bench in the bullpen down the left side here at Foundation Field. So it counts 0-1. Nathan Rhodes, high kick, and now deals home in the turf for ball one. Ulrich came into today's game batting .284. Played his ball at Ohio State this past season. Didn't get an at-bat for the Buckeyes. Has since transferred to Charleston, where he'll play his ball next spring. 2 balls and 1 strike to Evan. Nathan Rhodes winds and fires. This one's off the end of the bat. A lot of spin. McWilliams will field and will tap the bag for the first out. Here in the bottom half of the 7th.
A lot of balls have been hit to Canyon McWilliams over at first base today. There's been a lot of unassisted putouts by him. That is the 3rd of today's game.
Ethan Lyman will now bat. Ethan had a single back in the 2nd inning. It was his first hit of the summer for the Joes. Just arrived a couple days ago. 1 out in the inning. First pitch to Lyman is a strike called on the outside corner. Lyman and Thornberry, who's on deck, both arrived just a couple days ago. The 0-1 pitch is lifted into right field. That's heading towards the line. It'll get down and all the way to the wall. Ethan Lyman is around second. He's heading to third. There's not going to be a throw. It's a triple for Ethan Lyman. So Ethan Lyman gets his 2nd hit of the day. He lifted his hands, both his hands, in happiness, entering third base. 2nd of the day for Lyman, and it's a triple and a runner on third for Thornberry with 1 out.
Yeah, that ball took its sweet time after it got down to get all the way to the wall, and that gave all kinds of time to Ethan Lyman to trot his way into third standing up.
Infield in for the Bison. Swinging a chopper down the third base line by Alex Thornberry. Alex Thornberry 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Trying to deliver here and extend the Joes' lead to potentially 7. The 0-1 pitch from Rhodes, swinging a foul ball. Out of play, and the count's 0-2. Top of the order's on deck, John Sanjul. Sanjul is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a sac fly. Nathan Rhodes comes set on the bump. The 0-2 pitch, fastball inside. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out in the inning. Ethan Lyman leads off at third base. He just tripled, infield in on the green part of the turf here in the infield for the Bison. Rhodes 1-2, swing and a drive to deep right center field, and that one's going to be tracked down by Tyler Horvat, but it's going to be a sac fly for Thornberry.
Nice catch.
Yeah, Lyman will come in to score, but my goodness, what a catch by Horvat. Covered a lot of ground out there in center field and saved extra bases. But Thornberry's able to get the RBI out of it on the sac fly, and the Joes now lead 9-2. Tyler Horvat was speeding out there in right center field to snag that baseball. Sanjul will now bat. Sanjul swings at the first pitch, hits this one on the ground to second base. Adam Fallon gathers it and flips over to McWilliams at first for the 3rd out. So Lyman triples. He comes around to score off the Alex Thornberry sac fly, and the Joes now lead by 7. 9-2 our score as we go to the 8th here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're
To the 8th we go. Joes lead 9-2. Sebastian Gongoro back on the mound. Canyon McWilliams will lead things off. Nice curveball there from Sebastian Gongoro for a strike. Froze McWilliams. He watched it go by. Into the mid of Ulrich. The 0-1 pitch from Sebastian. Fastball this time. Popped up. This one's going to get out of play. Into the bleachers here at Foundation Field. We'll actually take a hop into the parking lot. 2 quick strikes to Canyon McWilliams. Sebastian Gongoro struck out 2 batters in his first inning of work back in the 7th. Slow wind and now throws home. Uncle Charlie just misses high. The first 2 batters in the 7th inning reached for the Bison. They had runners on first and third with nobody out. But Gongoro was able to retire the next 3 batters to strand both runners. Swinging a foul ball on the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Bison have a player over there coaching first base, number 38. Like we mentioned earlier, their head coach is suspended for 5 games, which is the rest of the season. Check swing and a foul ball straight back to the screen by McWilliams. He stays alive.
Number 38 is Joe Alcorn for the Bison.
The 1-2 pitch is lifted out into deep right field. Harry Jackson will get underneath it and will make the catch over his head for the first out.
Okay, our last chance for our double off here.
And now Ryan Callahan will bat. Callahan 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts.
Callahan.
He's the beer batter in today's game, which means if he strikes out, they get it. Fans in attendance get $1 off beer. He already struck out once today when the beer batter was alive, and swings and foul tips one into the mid of Ulrich. So the first person to strike out in every game is deemed the beer batter. And every time they come up, fans want him to strike out so they can get that $1 off beer. The 0-1 pitch from Gongora is low for a ball. Check swing, and they're going to appeal down to first base umpire Bradley Fisher. He says he didn't go around. A ball and a strike to Ryan Callahan. Gongora's pitch, fastball at the knees, called strike 2. And could we have a beer batter strikeout for the second time tonight? We shall see. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 8th inning. Gongora winds and fires, fouled off over the Bison pen, or Bison dugout rather. And we'll have another 1-2 pitch offering coming up. Can Gongora get his 3rd strikeout of the day here in his 2nd inning of work? The 1-2 breaking ball, and this one is chopped high and past the Joe's dugout on the left side. Callahan stays alive once more. Lefty on righty matchup. The 1-2 from Sebastian is lined straight away center, right at Castleman, who doesn't have to go very far. Will make the catch for the 2nd out. So no strikeout for the 2nd time on the beer batter, but Callahan is retired anyways. And a fly out to center field for the 2nd out of the inning. Gavin Thompson will now bat. Thompson batting from the right side. He too is also 0 for 3. With a strikeout looking and 2 ground balls Joes lead 9-2 here in the 8th. Gongoro's pitch fouled off and off the netting, and then that's going to float into the Bison pen, and one of the players made a nice grab. Lights are on here at Foundation Field. The 0-1 pitch from Sebastian is going to miss high for a ball. One the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Sebastian kicks and fires. Check swing, and he did not go around. Now Gongoro's 2-1 is a fastball that is way inside for ball 3. Joes will be playing a 3-game series in the playoffs starting on Monday. Most likely going to be the Richmond Jazz. Gongoro's 3-1 is a fastball just inside, ball 4. Gongoro walks his first batter, and there's a runner aboard for the Bison with 2 outs in the inning.
Number 24, Mitchell Smith.
We will be bringing all the coverage right here on YouTube for all those playoff games. Should be exciting as the Joes will hunt for their 3rd championship in GLSCL history. 9-2 our score. Gongoro with 2 outs from the stretch throws home. It's a fastball that is just above the strike zone for a ball. Mitchell Smith 0 for 3 today. He's been hitting him all around the field but hasn't been able to find a gap. Swings and fouls one straight back to the net for strike 1.
Yeah, his last time up, he hit it on the screws, but it was straight at Luke Arnold, who didn't even have to take a step.
Gongoro sets and now throws. Curveball. Finds the strike zone. Nice pitch there. And the count's 1-2. Sebastian has a really nice curveball that has a lot of break to it. He's frozen a ton of hitters all season long. See what he goes with here. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball in the turf. Ulrich keeps it in front to hold Gavin Thompson at first base. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With the win tonight, the Joes will have a 1-game lead on the Richmond Jazz, going into their doubleheader against the Jazz tomorrow at McBride Stadium. Smith fouls it off to stay alive. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 8th, Gongoro throws home. That one skips off the turf. Ulrich was able to get to it really quickly after it went by him about 5 or 6 feet or so. And now the count's full. Runner on first will be on the move. That's Thompson. Gongoro trying to get his 3rd K of the day. The payoff pitch on its way. It's going to be a little flare shot right behind first base. And now the second baseman, Thornberry, is going to call off Dietering and will make the catch near the line behind first base for the 3rd out. 2 up for the Joes when we come back. Here in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Harry Jackson, Leighton Banjoff, and Matt Dietering. Joes lead by 7 runs, 9-2 our score. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors? Look no further than Ellie Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Tonight's nonprofit of the game is Emergency Money Fund. EMF helps you help others by providing one-time assistance when people run into unexpected expenses. Utilities, medical bills, and rent are just some of the ways this organization helps neighbors in need. Let's root on the Joes pitchers to 11 strikeouts to benefit tonight's nonprofit of the game. Well, the Joes only have 5 strikeouts in the game, and they'll only need 3 more outs in the top of the 9th to get their 26th win of the season. Harry Jackson will lead things off. Harry, 3 for 4 tonight. And the first pitch from Rhodes is inside for ball 1. Harry with a double and 2 singles tonight. The 1-0 pitch from Rhodes is going to dive low into the turf for ball 2. Joes have 14 total hits on the day. Rhodes high kick and throw home is called strike on the outside corner. Pitch, swing and a ground ball, chopped foul down the left side. I think we've seen a couple of Joes get 3 hits in a game, but not sure if we've seen a Joe get 4 in one game. And Harry has an opportunity to do that right here. Counts 2-2. Rhodes pitch on its way. Called strike 3. That one appeared to be just off the plate outside, but Wyckoff called it a strike. And Harry Jackson retired for the second time tonight. His day is probably over at the plate. He went 3 for 5 today. So good day's work for Harry, but he strikes out looking here in the 8th inning. Banjoff swings at the first pitch. It's going to be a tough play. Nate Rush can't field it on the backhand. It's going to be a base hit for Leighton Banjoff in his second hit of the day. So Banjoff is now 2 for 5 today with a double and a single. And Matt Dietering will now bat. Dietering is 2 for 3 tonight. Had 2 hits in his first 2 at-bats with a single and a triple. It was his second triple of the year. Found the right center gap. 1 out in the inning. Lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch from Rhodes on the mound is low and outside for a ball.
Matt Dietering can move. I've been talking a lot with Matt Dietering lately because we both played high school hockey here in Ohio, and he said, if you could believe it or not, he was the fastest guy on his team when he played for Menor High School back a few years ago. But of course, that was on skates. But he showed his foot speed as well today as he's got a triple.
He's ahead in the count 2-0 in this at-bat. He walked his last time up in the 6th inning. Will be playing ball at University of Toledo after transferring. Rhodes will step off and throw over to first, but Banjoff back there in plenty of time. Joes are second in the league with 106 stolen bases. 2-0 finds a strike zone at the knees. Counts 2-1 now. Luke Arnold on deck for the Joes. Nathan Rhodes on the mound for the Bison. Takes a long pause and now kicks and fires the 2-1. This could be a double play. Nate Rush flips to Fallon for 1, to first for 2. It's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. And we go to the 9th. Joes 3 outs away from their 26th win of the season. 2 up for the Bison is Adam Fallon, Blake Reed, and Galen Rutledge. Don't go away. The 3 final outs right around the corner here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Fefferley Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Fefferley will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe.
Dalton Miller on the mound for the Joes to try to slam the door shut. Making his third appearance for the Joes on the mound this season. First pitch is low and outside for a ball.
And Dalton pitched yesterday, so the Iron Man has got the endurance to go on back-to-back days. We'll see how Dalton does here in his third appearance out of the pen.
This is his first time pitching here at Foundation Field. His last two appearances have been on the road. He pitched just yesterday against the Xenia Scouts. The 2-0 pitch on its way from Dalton Miller, and the count's now 3-0. So Dalton struggling to find the strike zone here to his first batter faced, Adam Fallon, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Miller sets below the belt, kicks and fires, and that one's a strike. So Miller finds the strike zone there, and the count's 3-1. See if he can battle back. 3 balls and a strike to Adam Fallon, who's batting from the left side. Miller's pitch, that one way outside, ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Bison here in the 9th.
Okay, let's get back to this. Split the pot ticket. Everybody ready? Okay, the number is 270-1344. 270-1344. You can meet me at the concession.
9-2 our score here in the top of the 9th inning. Adam Fallon just walked, and Blake Reed will bat. Blake Reed 1 for 3 today. Batting from the right side, Dalton Miller delivers home. This one is popped up in the shallow right field. Thornberry tracking it down will make the catch. All the way from second base. And there's one out in the inning.
Nice play there from Thornberry as he was running back towards the outfield with his back turned to home plate. He was able to make the over-the-shoulder catch. And just 2 bullets left in the chamber for the Bison.
One out in the inning. And the 8th man in the lineup, Galen Rutledge, will bat. Rutledge is 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI single back in the 5th inning. The pitch from Miller is inside for a ball. The Bison's 2 runs tonight came in that 5th inning when they had 4 hits. They've only had 6 hits total. Miller kicks and fires the 1-0. It's off the end of the bat, and it's going to be foul. Out of play. So now the count's 1-1 with 1 out here in the 9th. Joe's trying to get their 26th win on the season and their 13th win here at Foundation Field in front of the great fans. Slings it home, and it's fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miller eyes in to the sign from Evan Ulrich. Gets it, and now will come set below the belt. Lifts his left knee. Throws Uncle Charlie. Called strike 3. Throws Galen Rutledge. What a beautiful pitch there from Dalton Miller.
Wow, that had a whole lot of movement on it, too, as it dove into the zone. Rutledge is frozen. Awesome pitch there from Dalton.
And there's 2 outs now. So the Bison down to their final out of today's game. Miller sets. Now deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The way Miller's been pitching this season, wouldn't be surprised we see him more times down the stretch, especially come the playoff times when arms could be kind of dead, I should say, and swing and a miss there for strike 2. Joes have lost a lot of pitching the past couple weeks. Have also added a couple pitchers as well. But when you have a guy like Dalton Miller who hasn't pitched at all this season, and then he just started pitching a couple weeks ago, he's been pitching really well. And the Bison are down to their final strikes. The 0-2. Slapper over to Arnold at third. He throws to second for the force out. And the Joes get win number 26 of this season. Dalton Miller only had to face 4 batters in the inning. So the Joes improved to 26-13 on the year. Bryce Smith is the winning pitcher of tonight's game. Travis Engard's the losing pitcher. And the Joes are victorious and have won their 2nd straight game. They clinched last night, but right now it's just a battle of who's going to be in first place come the end of the season in the South Division to get home field advantage. Richmond Jazz won 1 and lost 1 in their doubleheader against the Marlins, so the Joes have a 1-game lead going into a doubleheader against the Jazz tomorrow night.
Yeah, and that's a huge doubleheader. I mean, that can pretty much determine who's going to end up getting home field advantage and who won't. Obviously, the Joes are going to want to play in front of the great fans here at Foundation Field. Tonight, a great performance from the Joes. The pitching was good. Dalton Miller had a great last inning, and the bats were great, of course. The new guys stand out. Ethan Lyman and Alex Thornberry in the bottom 2 spots. Each had a pair of hits to their name. Ethan Lyman had a triple, and Harry Jackson as well had 3 hits for the Joes. So a great performance on both sides of the ball, and a great win in their second-to-last home game of the regular season.
Joe's bats were alive in this one, and there's a lot of guys we can choose from for an interview, but Luke, do you have a guy?
I think we'll go Harry Jackson. We haven't interviewed him in a while.
All right, Harry will be up here in the press box. We'll interview him after a 3-for-5 day for Harry. We'll be right back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube. The Joes win 9-2.
Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA.
Back here at Foundation Field, Joe's taking over the Ohio Bison 9-2 our score. We are joined post-game by Harry Jackson. Harry, you had a fantastic day today, 3 for 5 with a pair of RBIs. You were really working in the batter's box, and it's great to see after you went through a bit of a slump in midseason.
Yeah, it felt good today. The slump, you always want to get the monkey off your back, so I think the All-Star Day was a bit of a confidence booster for me, I think, just to come out and just play ball.
Yeah, so you were selected for that All-Star team. Talk about that experience that you got to play in front of those pro scouts and then also play alongside the GLSCL's best at Prasco.
Oh yeah, that was a great experience, honestly. Being around all those good players and even going with a bunch of guys here with Hamilton Joes was a great time, and going to play at Prasco was awesome. That was a great field. I've never played there before, and that was a great experience, honestly.
Yeah, so now we're heading down the stretch of the regular season. You guys have already clinched the playoffs. You're playing for home field advantage. Huge series coming up tomorrow against Richmond, but how excited are you guys to play some postseason ball starting next Monday?
Oh, I'm stoked, man. I'm getting excited. The end of the season's coming down, playoffs, We all want to go home with a ring. That's what we want.
Yeah, obviously the third championship in franchise history is the goal, and the Joes will chase that starting next week. But first, a couple of games on the schedule. Starting tomorrow, a doubleheader against the Richmond Jazz, and then the final home game of the year, or the regular season, I should say, against the Cincinnati Steam on Saturday. Harry Jackson, thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on the great day.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so Harry Jackson, 3 for 5 with a pair of RBI and the 9-2 win for the Hamilton Joes. And that will conclude our broadcast today. For Sam Newcomb and all of our hardworking crew here on the Hamilton Joes broadcast team, my name is Luke Westpoley. Thank you so much for watching. Join us tomorrow for a doubleheader between the Hamilton Joes and the Richmond Jazz. For now, so long from Foundation Field.